What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Greenville Living Experience. I know it's been a minute, but we are back and better than ever. And I thought, what better way to start out the new year than talking about the 2025 market predictions across the nation and also specifically for Greenville County. So if you're interested in that kind of information, then stick around because this video is definitely going to be for you. Before I jump into 2025 predictions, I do just quickly want to go over what happened to the market in 2024 and specifically what we saw here in Greenville. So I'm going to start with mortgage rates because I feel like mortgage rates are one of the #1 driving factors for demand of how many people are going to enter the market. We all know lower interest rates means it increases buyers' buying power, and that's always an incredible thing. And that's why the 2020, 2021 markets were so crazy when we had those sub-3 interest rates. But for 2024, our mortgage rates kind of did a whole bunch of crazy things. They were up and down and up and down. The first half of 2024, they were actually kind of on the rise, and they got as high as about 7.5%. Now, the later half of 2024, we've seen them start to decline, and right now, as of this video, we're in about late December and we're in the mid to upper sixes. And for 2025 predictions, they are saying that mortgage rates will most likely end up in the low sixes by the end of 2025. I know it may be disappointing to hear that right now we're in the upper sixes and we're only going to get down into the low sixes, but I promise you this is a good thing in the long run. Now, moving on to market data, in 2024, specifically for Greenville, our average list price was around $392,000, with our average sale price of around $384,000. Now, keep in mind those are your averages, so that is accounting for all price ranges, including those really high up price ranges in the multi-million dollars. If you're looking for a median price point, those numbers sat around the 330s range. So we're still in a really good price point overall for our average housing throughout Greenville County. Our average days on market sat right around 48-50 days. I can tell you, of course, that was for the full year. And as of right now, filming this video, that number is definitely going up. We're probably closer to 55 to 60 days on market as of right now. All right, so now let's talk about what exactly the market is predicted to do in 2025. The latest Realtor.com housing report states that 2025 is going to be the year of steady growth and increased balance. And I can tell y'all, as a realtor, those are 4 words that I love to hear. We love a more balanced market. It's a better playing field for everybody involved. However, as we'll talk about here, one of the things is that even though we are headed more towards a steady and balanced market, inventory is still going to be an issue. It has been an issue. It will continue to be an issue. So just as a quick lesson for you guys, we would like to see about 6 months worth of inventory to be at a completely balanced or neutral market between buyers and sellers. Anything less than 6 months is going to be a seller's market. So we're still going to be under the 6 months worth of inventory. And that trend is most likely going to continue. But with increased inventory, it means that we're getting closer to that 6. So for any of you buyers, I mean, you've already started to see the changes over the last 4 years. More often than not, we are not in multiple bidding situations. We're not offering hundreds of $1,000s over asking. We're just not in that market anymore. Homes are sitting longer. You've already heard me mention that with 2024. We're getting closer to a couple of months on the market before houses are going. So as a buyer, this is all strengthening your position in the market. Now, a lot of you might be asking, okay, increased inventory, great, where's it gonna come from? And a lot of our increased inventory obviously is gonna come from new construction. New construction trends are on the rise. Builders are going to be building like crazy in 2025. They're expecting over 1 million homes to enter the market in 2025 for new construction builds across the nation, which is up over 13%. So that's a significant jump in inventory. Like I said, that's a nationwide statistic, but that will apply here in Greenville too. New construction is everywhere here in Greenville right now. And I will tell you from a seller standpoint, if you're a seller watching this video and you have a pre-existing home in Greenville County that is not new construction, totally okay. You can still sell it, but there are certain things that buyers are looking for, and you are competing a lot against new construction homes. So we're going to want to make sure your home is in tip-top shape when you are ready to sell your property. And again, as your realtor, I can help walk you through that process of what exactly it's going to take to put your home in the best position to sell. So just keep that in mind. New construction sales are expected to outperform existing home sales in the 2025 market. So inventory's up, competition is more for sellers. Buyers, this is a good position for you. You're going to have a little bit more negotiating power than you've had in years past. So I know we've already talked a little bit about mortgage rates, but I do just want to reiterate the fact that we're going to see probably low sixes as of right now. That's what they are predicting. Of course, your mortgage rates are going to impact your housing affordability. Housing affordability will continue to be an issue nationwide. Our home prices and home appreciation is expected to grow by about 3.7% across the nation. So home prices are still going to be on the rise, which means that even though those mortgage rates are dropping and they're going to be in the low sixes, houses are still going to continue to get more expensive. So housing affordability is still going to continue to be a pain point for some buyers, mostly your first-time home buyers. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about rental prices and what they're expected to do. Obviously, I handle the selling and buying side of things, but it is important to talk about the rental market because, again, the rental market is going to drive a lot of demand. And so right now, we've seen rent increase quite a bit over the last few years. And right now, market predictions for 2025 is saying that rent's going to hold pretty steady. It shouldn't increase too much compared to years prior, which again, that leads more to your steady and balanced market, which is what we want to see. So if you are in a rental and you need a little bit more time before you're ready to buy or sell a property, totally okay. Hopefully you're in an area where your rental prices are going to stay pretty steady and similar to what you're currently paying, and we're not seeing huge jumps like we have been in years past. Now, real quick, before we hit the market recap, I do want to talk about an article that the National Association of Realtors just released. So the NAR just released their top 10 housing hotspots for 2025, and the southern region of the United States is actually leading with 4 of the 10 spots being in the South. And of course, I'm mentioning it because Greenville made the top 10 list. So the way that the NAR gathered this data and kind of put this list together is basically how did individual markets compare to the national market. And so these 10 markets basically are outperforming the national level, and Greenville, Anderson, South Carolina area was one of those markets. So when I said that inventory is going up, home prices are going up, mortgage rates are coming down, those are all trends that are going to be probably more prevalent in our market. And if you're watching this video and you're a buyer, then you know, or you've seen any of my other previous videos about Greenville. Greenville is continuing to get a lot of attention, and we are continuing to get a lot of growth, and that trend is going to continue, especially over the next decade. So home prices here are going to continue to get more and more expensive. Again, housing affordability will continue to be a pain point for a lot of people. Maybe more so for locals in the area, because people moving to this area are coming from California, New York, Florida, a lot of Pennsylvania, Michigan, areas like that are flooding our southern region here, especially in Greenville. So if you're coming from one of those areas where housing prices are pretty significantly higher, then housing affordability will not be an issue for you. It's more so an issue for those who are local to the area and are being outpaced by their income levels. If you don't know, I'm actually originally from the Asheville, North Carolina area, and so housing affordability in Asheville is astronomical compared to Greenville. I mean, seriously, y'all, it's kind of crazy. You can buy a house that is $200,000 less here in Greenville than it is 45 minutes up the mountain in Henderson County, and it's the exact same house for $200,000 less. So I am no stranger to housing affordability issues, so I know what a pain point it can be for a lot of people. I've seen it happen in the Asheville market, but right now, housing affordability, it is still very affordable in Greenville County, so don't let that deter you. Just know that all of the trends are suggesting that it's going to continue to increase over the next decade. So quick recap, key takeaways from the video for 2025. Mortgage rates are going to drop to low sixes. Inventory is going to be up, new construction is going to be up, homes are going to sit longer on the market, which means overall this is going to be a less competitive market. It's going to be a more balanced market for 2025. Now, with all of that being said, please keep in mind these are all predictions. And so this is subject to change as we go throughout the year, because three big things that are going to impact this prediction and what it's going to do are things like your federal policies, your economic trends, and your local trends. So all three of those factors are going to contribute to what exactly actually plays out in 2025. And we all know that things happen every day in this world and in this industry that can really throw things on its head. The real estate market had several things thrown on its head this year alone that kind of changed a lot of those predictions that we thought we were going to have at the beginning of 2024. So again, just keep in mind that some of these predictions may vary. Some of them might be higher or lower, but overall, this is what we've got at the moment. And I am really looking forward to the 2025 housing market. It's going to be a great year, and I'm excited to see some more steady trends, because that means it's a lot less volatile for you guys and it makes everybody's experience a lot more enjoyable. So if you are thinking about moving to the Greenville area, or you're here and you're looking to move within the area, would absolutely love to help you. You can go to the description box down below and fill out the form to work with me, and we'll get started on your home journey here in Greenville, South Carolina today.